government continues to toughen up our migration policy for both illegal and legal migration. Some families have been caught up and separated in the ongoing confusion. So we're delighted now to be joined by one couple who are currently stuck in Ireland due to the UK's harsh family reunification laws. Journalist Annabel Fenwick Elliott.
I think you meant Iceland.
What did I say?
Ireland.
I didn't mean Ireland. Thank you. I think I need to get some new glasses. I usually manage on that. Thanks, Andrew. I bet you wish you were in Ireland, though, guys. At least it would be a little closer to home. In Iceland, Annabel Fenwick Elliott and her fiancé, Julius Scholtes. Good morning, both. Right. Tell us how you found yourself in this position, Annabel. What happened?
I was pretty naive and surprised when it happened, but we had a baby 8 months ago, and I assumed that would entitle Julius, who is German, to come and live with us in England. And we looked into it and quickly found out that we are completely ineligible because I don't make enough money. So they don't look at his income, they just look at mine, and I was on maternity leave, and I'm a freelancer, so I don't make enough money to qualify, therefore he can't come and live with us in England and the baby.
So you're a journalist, Annabel, and a freelance existence has not been kind to many people, particularly in the last 2 to 3 years. So you are together, you're engaged to be married, you have your baby. Did you have your baby here in the UK?
Yeah.
And so then you just thought, well, Julius will come over and live with me. Yep. And then you start hitting the paperwork hurdles. Julius, tell us how it's been for you.
So far, to be honest, quite challenging in terms of getting into England as a complete family. Obviously, visit-wise, we don't have any issues whatsoever. But considering that I do need to find work, someone to provide for my family that I have now, it's quite challenging, I must say.
So you're a pilot?
Yeah, exactly. I'm a pilot, and the market is obviously always full. And even though I would be on a skilled category, basically, to go as a worker into England or the UK, it's considerably challenging to even find something. And obviously, the grasp will be preferred to people who live in the UK already.
If you get married, guys, does anything change then?
No.
Really?
No. Again, I assumed that would be
completely the same thing, and that's a surprising thing to me, because if you would look at places like the US, where it's also very challenging to get into, just by signing a paper, you could get into the country, but having a child together is super challenging.
So if you came back to Britain for a trip with your baby, which was born in Britain, and stayed for, I don't know how long you could stay for, and you overstayed your welcome, you could be deported.
Oh, yeah, he would absolutely be deported.
It's extraordinary.
It is really extraordinary. I think the thing that strikes me as well is how anti-family this policy is. Yeah. That's what I'm listening to. So, effectively, Annabel, you had maternity leave, that you had a baby. You couldn't go out to work and earn a 6-figure salary that might have qualified you to live here. So you've made the choice to prioritise your family, to prioritise your child, and now you're being penalised for that.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty tough.
And so what's the solution, guys? What's the way forward now?
We literally don't have one. I mean, unless I can make the income threshold somehow by myself with a baby, and and
this was £18,000 profit, wasn't it? Is that you had to?
It's £18,500, profit, and they don't take into consideration, even though he's the breadwinner in the scenario, they don't take into consideration his salary. So we're at a complete dead end. There's just no way around.
It does. It says a combined salary. It says a combined salary of £18,000 or something, where the crux lies, basically, because I can't make I can't benefit to these 18,000 because I do not earn in Great Britain pounds.
Yeah.
But if you came to Britain to live, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be very long before an airline hired you.
No.
Yeah.
It would be easy. If he had the right to live and work in the UK, which we thought would be pretty straightforward, then, he would be living in England, paying taxes, supporting us. Yeah.
Well, look, we've been talking this morning about the Stop the Boats policy the government's got, and we're all very glad that they're trying to get to grips with it. Does it stick in your craw somewhat that people crossing the channel illegally can be in Britain for 2-3 years, and often coming from countries where there's no war, there's no conflict, and then they're allowed to stay? And by the way, they're given money to stay too and put up in the hotels. Sometimes they're rather nice hotels.
Prioritise the families.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's very, obviously it's very, very, very frustrating. I think they're two completely separate issues, so I'm sort of careful not to conflate them. But yes, no, obviously it does seem mad to me that, we're trying to go the legal route and be responsible and provide to the, UK economy, and we're being penalised for it.
What does your family think about this?
My family?
Yeah.
Well, they're pretty shocked as well. I think very surprised. It's particularly hard on my mum because I'm out in Iceland quite a lot to see him. And she would be a great help to me if I was there more. Yeah. But again...
Because your baby is about 8 or 9 months now, Annabel, is that right?
Yeah, he is.
So the grandparents are also missing out on the time with the grandchild.
Yeah.
It's just the priorities of this is just all wrong, aren't they?
And yet they're talking, a lot of the talk, again, I know you don't want to get drawn into the controversy over to Stop the Boats, but often they go to great lengths if children arrive unaccompanied across the channel. They're given all sorts of priority treatment. Yeah.
Well, I mean, sort of quite right. I don't think it's ever okay to separate children from their parents. I think it's inhumane. It staggers me. But I didn't know this, but the UK does have one of the worst reunification policies in the whole world for this. And if it wasn't for Brexit, obviously it would be easy for him. But even before Brexit, for everyone not in Europe, this has always been the way.
Have you taken it up with your MP, Annabel?
No, not yet.
You should.
Yeah, I'll try.
No, you should. And we can help you with contacts if necessary.
What would your message be to the government now if they are listening to this?
I think that they need to radically look at the system for families and for English babies born in the UK, and the other parent, in our case, the father's right to be around and support them.
OK. Well, we wish you the best of luck.
I
think it's a shocking story, and I'm very glad you brought it to us.
Yeah,
That's journalist Annabel Fenwick and her fiancé, Julius Scholtes. What's your baby called, by the way? Oh, we've lost them.
Oh, they've gone.
I wonder what the little boy was called.
I don't know. But, yeah, And what
a nice couple.
Well, lovely couple.
She's a journalist. Can work it. Oh, we're just going to ask you guys, what's your little boy called?
Jasper.
Ah, nice name.
Brilliant. Well, hopefully you'll be over here and settled and bring him in to see us, won't you?
I hope so.
Definitely.
That would be lovely.
We'll show you the birth certificate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
bring the birth certificate.
Well I'm sure he's a lovely little boy, because you guys are lovely, I've got to tell you.
Yeah.
What a shocking
Thank you.
Thank you. Lovely to talk to you.
It's one of those post-Brexit silly loophole situations which hasn't been resolved.
I think we're going to put Annabel in touch with her MP and apply some pressure.
We've got a Labour shortage.
Could be a campaign issue for GBNews.